Good morning, Niner fans. As you know, every Friday morning, John Lynch goes on KNBR and he gives his weekly update. And today, he had some pretty good news to share with regards to some of the injuries on the team. A 49ers defensive lineman, Yetur Gross-Matos, who was signed in the offseason, he's been dealing with a knee injury pretty much the whole season after that first game against the Jets. He has a very good chance of returning this weekend, Sunday. So that's good. Niners could get some depth on the D line. This is the type of guy that can play in, out, the edge setter. He's kind of like that Charles Omenihu role, and that's what they envisioned out of him. So hopefully he can come back this weekend. John Lynch has said that he's had some good practices in a row, and there's a likely chance that he could come back Sunday. That's good. And another guy that's been dealing with a little bit of an injury, Nick Bosa. He's had the hip issue. He played through it last week, so the 49ers wanted to give him some rest and let him kind of recuperate. He still needs a little bit of work to do to get cleared by Sunday, but he says the rest is helping take some pressure off his legs. And, last week, John Lynch said that, Bosa played through it and it was tough on him. As we saw, he didn't have his strongest game of the year. So I think the rest helped him out a little bit. Those hip pointers are tricky. So good news for Nick Bosa. He's trending in the right direction to play on Sunday. So another guy that is, getting healthier but still not close to returning is Dre Greenlaw. Kyle Shanahan did note that, he's getting closer, but they don't have a definitive update on a return date because it's just they want to be safe. They don't want him to come back for a short amount of time. They want him to come back for the rest of the season and get the most out of him. So they're being very, very, very careful with Dre Greenlaw. And John Lynch noted that when they do open up the practice window, Andre Greenlaw, he's probably going to take the full 3 weeks at the very most. Like he's going to take a lot of that practice window chunk. So that's kind of what they're looking for. Maybe mid-December now is what I'm kind of reading into the tea leaves. But we'll see. They don't want to screw this one up. They don't want to get Greenlaw hurt, but they got to be safe. John Lynch did say, he's hungry. He wants to get out there. I'm sure he wants to be activated today, but they got to play it safe. So good news on Greenlaw. They are getting closer, but there's no exact timetable for his return. John Lynch did note, he's so happy for Diamo Lenore. They've been working on this and they wanted to make sure they get this done. And, they're happy for this guy, Diamo Lenore, who's really a homegrown talent. They drafted him in the 5th round and they said, it's something we made as a priority and they're really happy they got it done. And, it's one less thing to get done for the rest of the off season and stuff. So good news for Diamo or Lenore. John Lynch was very excited for him, and he's happy that they were able to get it done earlier rather than later. And then one last update here: Jake Moody. There's no decision to get rid of him on the team. I know a lot of fans want Jake Moody off the team, but despite the recent struggles, 3 missed field goals against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the team has a lot of faith and confidence in him. John Lynch did say, sometimes you have these rough days. They got to stay close and stay tough. And, those are just the breaks. And he did mention Elliott last night from the Eagles and how he missed a lot of field goals, So he says sometimes these happen. And unfortunately, you got to just move on from it. But they have a lot of faith and confidence in Jake Moody. They said, we'll get it right. And he'll get it right, really. And at the end of the day, there's no plans on moving from Jake Moody. They believe in this guy. They say he's so talented. He gave him basically the vote of confidence of saying, "Look, man, I believe in you. I trust you." Which, as the GM, as the top dog on the front office, if you're a player and you're listening to this, you're like, "Okay, I got a good vote of confidence from the GM." I think that's good for him. It's a morale boost. I'm sure he needs it because a lot of people don't really like the guy. But again, that's what John Lynch basically said. He says, "Look, he'll get it right. We got confidence in the young man, and it happened." So moving forward, they don't have any plans to get rid of Jake Moody. Maybe not just yet, but you guys stay tuned. Check in all the updates for the rest of the day. Make sure you hit that like button, and there you have it. 49ers, we got a game on Sunday, and we got some optimism around the world. So take care of business, Niner fans. Have a great day.